Good shape for the third event on the program. They're lining up well. Mr. Decorum's going to run the favourite from the inside. They're almost set to go at WAGGA. There's the start now, and they're racing in a good even line. And Mr. Decorum and Who's a Ginger both began very quickly. Who's a Ginger's pretty keen on getting to the lead. Mr. Decorum is going up inside him as they settle down into stride. And Mr. Decorum will go up on the inside of Who's a Ginger. They're followed by Postal Express, who's racing in the 1-1 at this stage. Duster Diamonds came off the second line well, goes up behind the leader now. Followed by Concertina Artmaker, followed by Maid of Teak, and then came the Feeler, pulled to the outside by Do It going forward. They're followed just behind those by Surreal Dreamer in the pink and white, who's over on the inside. It's creeping up on the inside, and back to last of all was She's Ripping and Tearing. So they race down to get a lead time here, in the favourite Mr. Decorum in front in 42.1 goes towards the 1400 metre mark and leads about to 3 metres in advance of the Feeler, who's worked around the field. He's at the wheel of the leader there. They're followed then by Duster Diamonds on the back of the leader. Behind those was Who's a Ginger, and he eased back into the 1-1 after showing good initial speed, followed by Concertina, who's a metre back on the inside and 3 on the markers, being closely followed then by Postal Express. Then came at the head of the others Surreal Dreamer, who's 4 back on the inside and looks to be pulling a little bit there, followed by Artmaker, Maid of Teak, and back last of all in the field is She's Ripping and Tearing. Mr. Decorum in 32.7 is getting it its own way, coming up with about 1,000 metres to go. It leads from the Feeler, followed by Duster Diamonds. They're being followed just behind those by Who's a Ginger, who's had a good run in the 1-1 now from Concertina, followed then by Surreal Dreamer over on the inside. They're being followed by Postal Express, and back behind those Artmaker, starting a run from a long way back in the field. She's a Ripping and Tearing is going up 3 deep on the outside, being followed back to last as Maid of Teak, 32.7 and 32.2 as they work towards the 600 metre mark, and Mr. Decorum by about 3 metres on the Feeler, who's running second in the breeze, followed by Duster Diamonds, who's travelling well on the back of the leader, being followed then by Who's a Ginger. Behind those Concertina, followed by Postal Express. She's Ripping and Tearing, well back in the field with Surreal Dreamer, back in company with Artmaker and Maid of Teak. They've got to run down Mr. Decorum, 31.1 off the back section, leads away from the Feeler. Duster Diamonds will probably be the threat on the back of the leader as they work for home. They're being followed coming from a long way back as Postal Express pulled to the outside of the field, and Concertina is looking for a run around the turn. They come and heading for home. Mr. Decorum in front, off his back and coming home is Duster Diamonds though. Mr. Decorum, Duster Diamonds has won it for Mr. Decorum. Concertina third. Fourth in will go to Who's a Ginger, and fifth Postal Express. They were followed then at the head of the others then by Surreal Dreamer. Then the Feeler just knocked up in the concluding stages, followed by She's Ripping and Tearing, Artmaker and Maid of Teak.